All right, guys, let's talk about something a little different. These are some ladies' watches. These are the Baby G series from Gshock. So my buddy John over at WatchGauge sent these in per my request, and I think these are going to be a really good option as a gift to the women in your life. So size-wise, these are really good size. It's hard to get good measurements on Gshock, sometimes you guys know, but if you measure the case from the very widest part here, you're looking at 38.4 millimeter. If you measure just the bezel top here, you're looking at only 34, about 42 lug to lug, only 12.2 thick. They're nice, light, and really good, comfortable straps. So they are tough solar, and they have the 5576 module, so everything's going to be really easy to use. I mean, you can go through the manual if you want, or you can just fumble around with them like I do and figure them out. You have a bunch of different display options on the digital screen here, but I mean, for the most part, they're going to be fashion statements, and then once you get them set up initially with your time and whatever display you want, and you can cycle through that, that's not a big deal, then they're pretty much just going to leave them the way they are, I'm guessing. I mean, like most of us do with all of our watches, unless they're automatics. But so in this, I already have it set up time-wise, but if you cycle through just the adjust button, you can have that display say, you know, the day of the week, or the date and month there, or you can have the seconds going, and that's just by hitting the adjust button and cycling through, not holding it down. If you hold it down, let's see, if you hold it down, you're going to get that. Now you can adjust, so you can adjust your city, and it'll adjust your hour and minute hand. You do that by these hands here. You can cycle through, you know, then you go through mode. You can shut off the daylight saving time. You can go 12 or 24 hour. You know, you can adjust your seconds, your hour, your minute, your year, your day of the month, and key features and power save, and you just cycle through all those. So once you set it up, then you just go back to this position here. You can do the seconds, or I kind of just like have the digital and analog, and you can do 2 different time zones, I'm pretty sure. But the main thing is once you get it set up, you got a couple of great looking watches here that are going to play with the light really nice. That rose gold with the black, I think, was my wife's favorite. So, but she wears an Apple Watch. She's probably hardly ever going to wear these. But I thought about picking both these up from John because my daughter, my 13-year-old daughter, would definitely wear these. And she's very active as well and athletic and everything. So in many sports. So, and it's still a G-Shock at heart. So it can take a beating. So, and really the price, guys, you're talking $150 for this guy, $170 for this guy. You know, you got, I don't know if you've ever bought flowers for your significant other, but you can easily spend $100 on flowers. Now, I'm not saying don't buy the flowers, but maybe buy the flowers and a watch, or just buy the watch, because these are going to last forever. Those flowers are going to die in like 10 days. So, I don't know. This is, I think, a little bit different, a little more unique to purchase something like this. Randomly, of course. Don't do it on a significant date. Just order one up and be like, here you go. I was thinking of you, and it's my hobby, and I just wanted to share my hobby with you. So something to think about, guys. Really cool models, and pretty affordable, and they're going to last a heck of a long time. They're tough solar, like I said, so they're pretty much just set them and forget them for the most part. You can do the daylight saving time feature on them, or you can just adjust them. Like I said, you fumble around with them, you can figure it out. It's not that difficult to reset these if the time gets off a little bit. So, I mean, you can kind of already see the time is a little bit different. That's the only thing they don't have, is they don't have the multi-band or anything like that. They're not linked to Bluetooth or whatever like that, but they're still inherently really accurate Quartz watches, so I don't think you're going to have too much issue with that. So, all right, big thanks to John for sending these guys over. Thanks for watching, guys, and I will catch you in the next video. Right, 2 things I forgot to share with you guys. Size-wise, just so you get some proportion, here it is next to an SKX, or even the smaller SKX. You can see that's a very similar. That's also, if you want to do an automatic diver, if you're female in your life is interested in doing that, that's also something very cool. But the light on this thing is awesome too. So you have a little bit of lume on the hour and minute hand, but the light is awesome, super bright, super legible, and has a really cool way of displaying the whole depth of the dial. So all right, guys, I'll see you on the next vid.